You've been warned? So here's how it works. We have 2 visitor centers. People call us, text us. They ask us all sorts of questions. I have an amazing staff of volunteers who come and answer questions for people. And I have professional staff, right? So you're going to help me. I'm going to deputize you. This segment is called We Get Questions. You've got this.
All right.
Okay. First question we got. I'm arriving at Sonoma County Airport, Charles M. Schulz, STS, and would like to get to the city of Sonoma. What are some good ways to do that?
Are you driving?
That's one way.
That would be the easiest.
The easiest way to rent a car
is to rent a car and just.
Because as you mentioned, we are slightly rural. We're not like Oakland or San Francisco, which also have airports, but they have like trains right to the airport that leave there. So we're slightly more rural if you go into that Sonoma County Airport. So yeah, you can drive, rent a car.
Rent a car. I think you can take Smart to a certain portion and then get
Go with
over.
it. Go with it. Yes. So you're in your mind.
Yeah.
Smart train, Sonoma Marin Regional Train.
Right.
There's a free shuttle from the airport to the airport station, and then you get off on Petaluma, and then take the bus from Petaluma to Sonoma.
Yes.
And I would like more connections from Petaluma. It doesn't happen as much as I'd like it, but you can definitely do that connection. So that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Good. You can Uber. Lyft.
You can Uber.
I wonder if you order Uber Eats and then you just hop in the Uber Eats.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't?
No.
You don't get lunch while you go? Okay. I thought I just
The best thing to do is, to sucker a friend to pick you up from the airport and drive you over.
That's one way to do it. And there's also a bus. I think it is the 60 bus will take you to Santa Rosa and then you transfer to the 32. I'm mixing up the numbers right now, but you could basically take the bus to the downtown Santa Rosa bus station and then transfer to the Sonoma Valley bus. So you could absolutely do that. And if you're super adventurous, you could take a bike, but not recommended.
That's a far ride.
It's a far ride and not always the safest. So, okay, that's good. That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. I'm staying near the Sonoma Plaza and looking for wineries that are nearby.
Walk outside. Walk out the door.
Yes.
Turn left, turn right.
This was a good question. It was, because I was like, you are literally near all the wineries. I had a couple weeks ago, Paul Justo from Highway 12 Winery. He is literally, to your point, you could walk out the hotel and turn left and you're in his winery right there. There are so many tasting rooms in the plaza and then around the plaza, there are so many. And if you want to go to an actual winery versus just a tasting room, San Giacomo Family Vineyards, Buena Vista, I'm blanking. There's so many that, that's the problem. There's too many. Sebastiani. There's so many.
What's the one with the football players?
Three Fat Guys.
Three Fat Guys.
Yeah. Tony Mall and the Three Fat Guys right there. That's on the way, right? So it's right there. Yeah.
His brother works in the same building as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. Well, it's a small world. It is Sonoma.
It's a small town.
It is hell is a small town.
It's the wilderness.
Here's another question we got. I hear that roundabouts are popular in Sonoma.
Sorry, did my face make a face?
Where's the next one going to be? This was kind of hard.
Is the Windsor one done?
That one's done. Yeah.
Okay. So is Sonoma getting one?
There's one south of town here at an area called Bonneau. It's got many different names, but it's the one where the like 121, 116 or whatever, they all used to smash together, and you would just wait for like a mile and a half and a stop sign. It became a roundabout, and it's halfway done, but they're still working on it. But here's the fun part. Are you ready?
Yeah.
They want to put art near the roundabout, and you know how Sonoma loves to agree on things.
Yeah.
We're going to have a public meeting soon to discuss the art on the roundabout. And I'm sure the opinions are going to be measured, well-tempered, and evenly distributed.
I'm going to leave that to Sonoma Valley because my face
it's so blank.
says it all.
Yeah, actually, but I'm very pro-roundabout. I can tell you this. When they put that one in, no, they're great. Okay, here's the deal. You only turn one direction. They're very easy to use once you learn how to use them.
Right, but that's the problem. No, most people don't know how to use them.
No, here's the deal. You and I are showing our age because when we learned how to drive, you learn the whole thing, and they would say roundabouts. Like, well, don't worry about that because that's really only in Europe, and you'll never go to Europe.
Exactly, and we saw that movie where they just go
around
in
circles.
circle.
now they're everywhere. Like they're everywhere. And my kids, they learn about it in their driver's training. So my kids have no problem with it at all.
You have to realize that I took driver's training in San Francisco, California.
That's right.
I know about hills. I know how to park a car. I know.
Do you know how to curb your tires?
Yes, I know all those things. Roundabouts are not my favorite.
Won't work. Okay, in San Francisco, you're right. If you were coming down Scott Street.
Oh, we have a couple of them.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
There are a couple of hills in San Francisco. I've gone grocery shopping in San Francisco, parked my car, opened the door, and a cantaloupe just went straight down. I'm like, if that cantaloupe's gone.
Yeah.
Like I should have known better.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. You learned to drive in San Francisco?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's crazy.
Which is funny because in San Francisco you don't even need to drive that much.
I didn't drive. I didn't buy a car until I lived here.
Because how'd you get to high school? Did you walk or take the bus?
Bus.
Yeah, Muni or whatever. Yeah. See, life was easy back then.
I mean, that was one of the things. I lived here for about a week and I had to buy a car because public transit didn't work.
It's
here.
not. It works in certain parts, very small. The SMART train is very convenient now.
Yeah, now,
and that's just in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Certain towns have, like we have here in Sonoma, we have 2 buses called the Sonoma Shuttle. To keep it complicated, we have one the north and one's the south loop, but the north loop heads north and then goes back. So it's actually heading south, but it still says north on it. We're working on that. But you can get around Sonoma Valley for free on those shuttles very easily, but not all places.
Do you know that originally, if you look at like original BART maps, BART was supposed to come to Sonoma County?
Yes. Don't get me started.
That makes me sad.
I grew up in San Jose. We were supposed to have BART.
Years ago.
And now, when they're trying to bring it in there, it's like $1 billion per mile. But back in like 1965, when it was prune orchards, and guys talking about silicone chips, and it was like, what are silicone chips? Crazy times. What could have been?
What could have been?
And you know what? That's that just kind of brings us back to like some things change, they come back again. It's style, it's fashion. You've answered all the questions correctly. You did it. That wasn't hard, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here's a question someone asked me. Should I wear black and blue together or do I look like a bruise? Because someone told me that once.
All colors go together.
Thank you.
If you can get the tones right. But yeah, black and blue together is not something that you can't wear.
Thank you. I would like to go back in time to that girl in college and told me that.
That was more about you, Tim, than about the color.